Yo, what up guys? Stay back with another review for the Opinionated Vapors, and today we're going to be talking about the TFV8 Baby Beast by Smok. So you get sort of your little slide thing on top of your box, which has sort of two cords on, nice picture, which will either be in black or silver depending on which one you've got. You also have the two coils on it, which you can see. You've got your Q2 and your Q4 coil, your quad coil. But I know really you want to see what's in the box and obviously see how they perform. So we'll have a look at what you get in the box, you know, before we go into details about the tanks themselves and the way the coils perform. I do have two with me today. I have the one that came in the box, which happens to be my partner's one. So as you can see there in the box, you've got your tank. This one's already filled. You get your spare glass and your spare coil. You have installed, pre-installed, is your small, less powerful coil, sort of cone shaped, which has, you know, sort of a big airflow hole through the middle of it there, and your spare glass. Then underneath you have another little compartment which has your crappy little things that you don't need, and has your spare O-rings and everything in it. And you also get a little card and your sort of your user manual. You also have the V8 Baby, which is your other coil, which is in there. Can't show you that out at the moment as we have it set up in this tank, which coil I sort of prefer. I would say I definitely prefer that one a bit more. We are running it with sort of a, as you can see in this one, it's a blueberry milkshake flavour in this one, and then we have purple slush by Flavoured Fog in this one. So we'll sort of go over, you know, the different sort of things you get and how it performs and give our opinion of it. But we're going to use the cone shaped coil first, which they say is best between, you know, sort of, well, I tend to run it at 60 watts. You can run it sort of, you know, between 55 and 65. That's what it says best, but it does say it will do 40 to 80 watts. So, you know, that's sort of dependent on what you prefer. Well, like I say, I have just reset this to 60, which is what I prefer to run it at. And it does perform very well. So as you can see, I've changed it over. Your standard one, that if you buy it on your own, does come with orange O-rings, but you can see on this one it has blue in there, and that's because it came as part of the Smok Alien kit, so it matches depending on the colour you've got. But we'll take a quick look at how this one performs, you know, have a bit of a chat about it and give our opinions on it. But I'll show you how it performs first. So we're getting a pretty decent amount of flavour through it. You know, I do think it performs quite well. You get a decent amount of vapour production. It's not going to be sort of, you know, what your bigger tanks are doing, but it's a good tank, and I do really like that coil in it. the only issue, sort of my only issue that I tend to find with using the baby beast is when the coils go, they're gone. I mean that's sort of my main issue with it. Is that once the coil goes, it's gone. There's sort of no saving the coils. I've had one go on me, and it was sort of it was a bit strange the way it happens. Because usually you can sort of tell that it's gone, but it was the T8 coil, and just before it, the vapor was perfect, clean flavour, you know, lovely and crisp, and it was on point. It was exactly what I was looking for. And then the very next inhale, it just went. It was gone. It was very harsh, as if it was a dry hit. Very bad hit. And the tank was full. The coil just went, and there was no saving after. I tried to sort of lower the wattage and see if it was still gonna sort of work a bit, but you know, sort of there was no saving it. So that to me, that's the only downside. Now I have seen when I've been looking on the Smok site, they have got the big baby out now, which is just sort of slightly bigger shape. You know, more ways to. It holds more liquid basically. But they have got more coils out. They have got some rebuildable ones, so you know, sort of take a look on Smok's website. You can see everything is there, because I know not everywhere sort of has them stocked in yet. But you know, there's not much you can do about it when it goes. So, but we'll take a look at. I'll show you the picture again. This coil, which is the T8 core coil, which I have in this one, and got it at 70 watts, which is what I preferably like to run it at. You know, we'll do more. I'll take it up a little bit, but I'm not going to push too far. I don't really want to take it higher than 85 watts, but we'll have a look and see how it performs. So as you can see, absolutely fantastic vapor production from it. I am really impressed by the fact that they managed to sort of just shrink it down. You know, I am getting the flavour I want now. This one, as I said, is purple slush. It's like a black grape slush, and I'm getting the flavour I want. I've had it in, you know, Cleato 120 and stuff like that, so I know the flavour that I'm looking for, and it is definitely there. I am definitely getting the flavour I want from it. Now, would I recommend it? Yeah, I think it's a great little tank. You know, sort of no issues with it. I think it runs great, and I think if you're not looking to perform at, you know, 100 watts, run 100 watts, you know, with 120 watts and stuff like that, like you'd sort of run your Cleato 120s and your TFV8s at, you know, then it is a great tank. I think it's so much better than the standard Cleato. I do think it performs better. I think you're getting vapor production, you get better clouds off it, and I think the flavour is just as good, possibly better. But you know, that's something I prefer. Now, I checked a few websites. One of the ones I have checked is UK E6 store, where it runs at, you know, it's going for $19.99. So you know, not much issue there. And for that price, I do really think it's worth it. I don't see why you shouldn't sort of have it. I really can't think of a reason why you shouldn't have it. Just on sort of other notes, a couple of things I've noticed is to definitely make sure that your coil is incorrectly had one or two issues. Sometimes you don't quite get the screw, it doesn't thread properly, and your tank just won't go properly. It won't, and it has a big effect, and you can tell that. But you know, if you're looking for a good tank, like you don't want to run what, 100 watts, you can't really argue with the price of it for for £20. So I do think that's a good deal. And if I lost mine a day, and would I go out and get another one? Yeah, I think I probably would. I think it's a great little tank, and it's very good if you don't want to go through the amount of liquid or the amount of battery power you're going to go through with your bigger tank. So I would definitely recommend it, and I do think it's a great tank. So, but if you want to see any more reviews of different things, please leave a note in the comments, and we'll get to see what we can do. So keep tuned on the Opinionated Vapors.